There are many certainly here who have had a at least momentary realization of the nature of the self as free, as unbounded, as removed from the day-to-day ephemeral changing experiences of waking, dreaming, sleeping. And that experience itself can be, to a degree, liberating, because all of a sudden you're saying, I had no idea that my being, my existence, transcends any temporal experience. And it has nothing really to do much with this body, this environment, this vocation, these responsibilities, these ups and these downs. So that can bring a degree of peace and assuredness and a little bit of a sense of inner stability, inner invincibility, because there's at least some recollection, some memory that though these things come and go, at some level I am beyond it all and inherently pure bliss. And there are people who are satisfied with that experience. It's a very satisfying experience, and may even think that, well, I'm among the cognoscenti. I know the reality. But at that point, the knowledge of the reality is an intellectual reflection. It's a memory. And that, memories, beliefs aren't much of a thing. Beliefs, thoughts really aren't much of a thing. What is a thing, what is important, is one's living experience, independent of our rationalization or intellectualization about it. It's just the experience of life. Are we still, experientially, that universal, unbounded, immortal, timeless reality that is beyond the mind, beyond the intellect, beyond the ego? And until that is established, and it was beautifully explained by Mark that there's not much of a trick to it except repetition of alternation, of universal consciousness with the focused activity of the day. But there are people, I think, who feel that, well, I get it, so I don't need to put in the time to meditate and to transcend. And that, I think, really is a mistaking of the path to the goal. And so at that point, one really should keep going, because that universal consciousness, the more it's infused to be a permanent feature of the actual brain functioning, of living life, the more life is elevated, and the more we are free, the more we're living enlightenment and not thinking about it. And these days, what's interesting is that the brain science has come a long way. It's still extremely primitive, quite frankly, in terms of